Hey guys, what's going on? This is Christian, still here at Cafe Metropolis in Wilkes, Barre, Pennsylvania. I'm sitting here right now with the band that I saw probably about 3 years ago. Played at a place called the Stone Pony in Asbury Park for a little exposure show, so to speak. They're called Action Item. They're from North Jersey. Fellas, how you doing?
Great.
Doing
How
great.
are you, man?
So why don't we just go down the line, introduce yourselves. What do you guys do in the band? Go crazy.
Hi, I'm David, and I play bass.
Hey, I'm Mark, and I play piano in Action Item.
I'm Brian, and I sing and I play guitar.
I'm Dan, I play the drums.
I'm Anthony, and I play guitar.
All right, so right now we are, these guys are on tour with Schoolboy Humor, who's playing acoustic, and Emily from Florida, who you've already met. So how's it been going so far?
Tour's been great. Kids have been coming out pretty much every night, and it's been a pretty fun experience.
Yeah? All right, you guys, you had The World and I put out last year, probably around this time, a little before.
I think it's like 2 years ago now.
2 years now?
Yeah, it's been like over 2 years. It's been a pretty different band since then, to be honest. The music's evolved and everything since then, so yeah.
All right, and then you guys put out an acoustic EP, but now you actually have some new stuff coming out soon.
Yeah, we've been recording a lot the past couple months. We actually went to LA a few weeks ago to record some songs, and Northern California, and we've been touring, basically just going all over the country, recording some new songs for this record that we're putting out in the summer, and it's gonna be called The Stronger the Love. So it should be out sometime, hopefully like late July, early August.
All right, anybody have anything else to add, or just a lot of fun? Was this I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, yeah, I was just gonna say we really worked really hard on this. We put like our heart and soul into this like 7-song EP. We've been working on it for writing maybe almost like a year and a half now,
Yeah,
something like that. It was like we've been writing it for a really long time.
Just trying to make it as perfect as possible, you know, like the first band's CDs, everything.
Now, is this your first time out in California?
We've recorded some songs in California before, but we haven't really put out all of them. We're just stockpiling a bunch of songs and seeing what comes out good for the record.
All right, now for somebody like me and people out there that know names, did you record with anybody famous in like a studio or anything like interesting facts or anything, or?
Anthony could take this if you want.
Oh, I mean, we tried to co-write and record with a bunch of different people who've put together some of our favorite records of all time. In New York, we recorded with Kyle Kelso, who's was a part of the Parachute record. In LA, we recorded with Brian Todd, who's done like Mitchell Musso and Miley Cyrus and stuff like that. In Northern California, we recorded with Jeff Schweeney's, who's doing like the Brighton records and stuff like that. So, I mean, we tried to work with some of our favorite producers ever.
All right, that sounds really great. Now, the reason this whole interview is happening is because Ryan Soroka hooked us up, and we're going to get to the fun part of what he said in a little bit. But right now,
Oh, great.
I'm excited.
But right now, you guys played a show a little while back at the PopCon Festival in New York.
Yes.
With Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez. How'd that go?
That was probably one of the most eye-opening experiences of my life. We played an arena, and I was 20 years old, and it was just a phenomenal experience.
It was sold out.
Sold
Nassau
out.
Coliseum. We've never done anything like that. I think the biggest show we ever played was to 800 kids, and that show was 18,000 kids sold out. So it was pretty crazy.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's really loud right now. So I guess we can do one of two things. We can put the mics up to our mouth, or we could close that door if our cameraman would be so kind.
We can do both.
You don't know
Yeah,
if
we
you
do
can.
both.
Well, let's see. We're going to try and delay this as much as possible.
That should
Because this
work.
band called The Movement from Hazleton is actually going to start playing in a bit. They're actually sound checking right now. So there's a little plug for them on Breaking the Mold. But now, so that was really cool. There's a lot of screaming girls.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's it.
After
Yeah.
we played, we were looking for Brian. We didn't find him for 3 hours because he was taking pictures with so many screaming fans.
Yeah, they formed a circle around me, and I couldn't really escape them for like 2 hours until they all got signatures and photos. It was cool.
All right. Well, one final serious question before we have a little bit of fun. What's the deal with getting signed? Because there's no way a band like you should be unsigned for this long.
As of right now, we're talking to some people.
Yeah, I think we've just been holding out for the right reasons.
Yeah, for like the right
There's
team and the right
there's
people.
no reason to jump into anything when it's not right. We just want to feel comfortable with the people we're working with and form the right team.
Yeah, we're still a young band, so I think it's really important for us right now to make the right decisions.
And develop as a band and define our sound, especially.
Yeah.
All right. Fantastic. Well, it's time to have a little bit of fun. And the
Thanks,
first
Ryan.
question is courtesy of your booking agent, Ryan Soroka.
Oh, thanks, Ryan.
I love fun.
And he asks, will the Constitution of Rock be releasing an album anytime soon?
Maybe give us.
Well, he would probably have to ask the Constitution of Rock.
The
'cause-
Constitution of Rock will probably release an album sometime soon, maybe like 1979, something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
We're friends of theirs. They're a great band.
They're a
but
fantastic band. Probably
they've
the
only
best
played
band.
one show, and it was just.
I could never wear that lead singer's pants ever.
Best drummer I've ever had a chance to meet. Actually.
Yeah, they're
Awesome.
probably the best band on the planet besides Max
Yeah,
Schneider.
that singer wore some fine leather pants. Now I really can't wear that.
All right. So what's the deal? Who is the Constitution of Rock?
Okay.
Man.
The Constitution of Rock is actually sometimes at practice after we're done, like working hard on some songs. We'll just jam out a little bit, and we just made I guess rock and roll 70s songs that we just started writing, and they were just so fun to play. And one day it was such a bad idea. We were like, oh, we should just play a show and dress up and let no one know who we are.
So we decided on Halloween. We played a show in Halloween in Paramus, and we didn't tell anybody. We didn't tell any Action Item fans. We just let word of mouth travel, and we played a show as the Constitution of Rock. And I'm really glad that none of our legitimate fans were there to see it because it was an absolute disaster.
They were the most egotistical people I've ever met in my entire
Kind
life.
of got in a little bit of trouble that day too.
Yeah.
From the,
But we're not going to go into
club,
detail
but-
about that at all.
But all I'm gonna say is I wore nothing but an American flag and leather pants.
Oh,
So there you go, people.
Leather pants and an American tie.
Yeah, you could no, you
There
could
you
tell it was me when we were playing. It was
We're all
ridiculous.
wearing masks and everything, wigs. It was awesome.
It was intense.
We'll never do it again.
That's awkward. Thank you, Ryan. All right. Being that you guys have been able to play with a large list of people, who would you say is your favorite person you've ever met? Whether it is somebody you've played with or just you've just seen play and just because we all know that Ryan has the picture with Demi Lovato.
Yeah, I'm
Fortunately,
really
we did
upset
not.
about that one.
Yeah,
Thanks,
we
Ryan,
didn't get to
again.
meet her, but it's all right because Brian will marry her one day.
Well, move over Joe Jonas.
But nobody famous or anything like that, or
I mean, we have played with a few of our favorite bands, I guess you could say Boys Like Girls and bands like The Academy Is, and even people that like PopCon were pretty awesome. But standouts, anyone?
I don't know.
It's weird, right?
One of our favorite bands to watch and that we got the pleasure of touring with was Between the Trees.
Absolutely.
And I think they're a really underrated band that was really eye-opening to watch every night on tour. See such potential in a band that is at a standstill point kind of in time. But I think that band should have been really bigger. But it was just great musicians and great people to learn from. They taught our band so much. So I think you'll even show on the new record some stuff we learned from them.
all right, great. And then final question: if somebody was to come to an Action Item show, and you guys are like, "Hey man, we gotta," wow, I'm sorry, we need to stay hydrated and fed. What would be your personal snack or drink of choice for a fan to bring?
Oh.
Just wanted to recreate that noise.
I like this question. I definitely say hot water because I bring my own tea to shows. I'll drink that beforehand. It sounds so lame, I know.
It's so sweet of fans when they bring gift cards of any form. We've had people bring us Chipotle gift cards, Jamba Juice gift cards, Starbucks gift cards.
Chipotle gift cards.
That was
Chipotle
the
gift
first.
cards.
Yeah, we all love
That
Chipotle.
That was the
one stands out the most. It's my
Yeah,
favorite.
I mean that helps out way more than anything else because we're always looking to have a good meal when we're out on the road. So I mean that really helps out.
It's really hard to stay healthy when you're actually touring, months at a time and don't really have any access to home cooked meals. So
Yeah.
So
we appreciate
Chipotle
that a
gets
lot.
pretty close to a home cooked
Yeah,
meal.
Fills that void.
No surf taco love though, or surf taco too far north for you guys?
Oh, I've had surf taco before. It's awesome, but
Yeah.
that's actually south of us.
South Jersey?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
oh, I'm sorry, south. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
guys
yeah.
are north of.
yeah. Surf taco's awesome
Yeah.
though.
Yeah, it's good stuff. But all right, before you guys go, anything you want to say to the fans? Any place you want to plug or anything like that?
Thank you so much for helping us out with everything and keep supporting us. And we have a new record coming out this summer called The Stronger the Love, so definitely check that out. And we love you guys unconditionally.
Yeah, thank you.
MySpace.
Yeah, myspace.com/actionitem, and also our Twitter is twitter.com/actionitemband.
All right. Well, that's it for me here in Wilkes-Barre. It sounds like the movement's about to get ready. I'm going to send it back to the studio.